Welcome to the Node.js Node API team meeting for January 5th, 2024, first one of the year. We'll follow our standard approach of looking at the issues that were tagged for milestone 11, I think it is. While I pull that up, does anybody have any announcements they'd like to share? If not, I'll pull up the issues and then I'll share my screen. Okay, so I think we just asked nothing new in the Node add-on or Node API world. I don't think there's any updates that we have on the list of C language bindings, the drive for full coverage, or adding debug testing, unless anybody else has anything to comment on those. If not, then I'll flip over to stale issues. I don't see, I'm gonna have to log in here probably. Okay, let me just stop sharing for 1 sec while I do that. Okay, it's taking me a little longer. I've got to get the 2FA. Okay, share that again. Okay, so in terms of stale issues, I don't think we have anything new to discuss there or progress on existing ones. So let's flip over to the Node add-on API repo and look at the issues there. Pull requests. So I know this one is the one that Gabriel, you're working on. Anything we should discuss about that this week?
Okay, wait a second. Which one is this? Sorry. Um,
This
oh
has
yeah, this one. Yeah. So okay, so to answer Cheng Zhong's question at the bottom, uh, basically we should be on par with the behavior that we've had so far, which is that all finalizers are deferred. Um, that's what I meant by people making like non-GC safe calls at the bottom. So we cannot assume that everybody who's using Node add-on API, all their calls are GC safe. So and the behavior we've had so far is that everything gets deferred. All finalizers get deferred. Now we have the possibility of having direct finalizers, but we need to introduce that carefully to Node add-on API. And meanwhile, we wanna be able to have deferred finalizers, and implementing that, it now takes some work because we need to take into account whether this feature of crash if you call an unsafe finalizer is on. And so even if people turn it on, we still want to give them something, right? So that's what I meant there. And as for building this and actually making the tests pass for this PR, I looked at the code for Node Core versions 21 through 18 inclusive, and it looks like the feature, the Node API post finalizer, has landed in all versions that we support. But the Node API experimental has this and has that. That has not yet been propagated down to 18. So I think because of this, I have to wait until it propagates down to 18 before I can make this PR pass. Because the absence of these flags doesn't indicate the absence of the features anymore, because the features are present in all versions of Node. So then wherever we build, we would be building with an API experimental, which would, without any further indication, turn this stuff on, and therefore things would crash. So So I need to wait until this percolates down, these feature flags percolate down before I can build this. It's already, I think it's already in 20, so now we just have to wait for 18. I should probably check whether it applies cleanly and all that stuff, just to make sure that it doesn't fall by the wayside. So that's going to be the next step for this PR.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds great to me. Thank you.
So this makes sense. So go ahead.
I was confused by the statement here that because we already made the change in Node API C layer to avoid calling non-GC safe in finalizers. So I was confused by the statement here that we are still allowing non-GC safe Node API calls in Node add-on API. So yeah, you made a great statement that we can make this alignment when the Node API post finalizer available on all LTS lines. I agree that this is a good path forward. Thank you.
Okay, so this makes sense in that. I guess what you're saying is if you opt in today with once this lands, if you opt in with NAPI experimental, then your code will crash. So you would need to be able to, this adds the functions where you can basically say, no, this needs to be deferred because it was crashing, right?
Yeah. Basically, the idea is that we defer everything. We just called node API post finalizer for all finalizers until we are able to correctly shepherd the new feature through and expose the ability to add direct finalizers. That's
Right.
That's my plan.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Then if we look at the issues here, I think Chen Song mentioned you're going to look at creating a new release next week, right?
Yeah, I will not have the capacity this week, so I'll try it next week. And yeah, sorry for this one. I promised to comment on it, but I didn't have a chance. I'll do it as well next week when
Okay.
I'm recovering from the new holiday.
Yeah, hopefully you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Let's flip over to the Node.js repo. Oops. No. Okay. Autocomplete sometimes doesn't help. Yeah. So issues. Popping up my filters. So make it easier. I remember how you spell in the US spelling. There doesn't look like anything new here. Any of these that we should discuss? This one looks like it's ready to
Yeah, I
land.
believe we can. I believe we can already land it.
Yeah. Okay. Any others we should chat about?
Well, I don't have any, but we should follow up on the second one since it has been approved for a long time. But with the rebase, I don't know if the author have any problem with the rebase. But we should follow it up because it was approved as well.
Yeah, okay, well, this looked right. I suspect it's a flaky test. I've tried
Yeah.
restarting that a couple times. Yeah, that doesn't, I mean, that's
Yeah.
like a real failure. I will restart it, resume it again, and yeah, no, I agree. It would be good to get that resume. Try and get that one landed.
Yeah. Other than this, I don't have anything in particular to talk about.
Okay, Gabriel, how about you?
Gabriel
Oh,
was
he got a drop.
dropped
Okay,
for
yep.
number. Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for everybody's time this week, and I guess we'll see everybody back in GitHub and next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.